My Sisterhood sponsors Education Matters.
What's your favourite subject at school?
Dancing.
Parents will come in and they'll bring a dish of the day. And man, you just have a field day with the food. It is delicious.
In the heart of northwest London, amidst the hustle and bustle of city life, one village stands alone. This is not any ordinary village. This is a very special village, where everyone is equal and nothing is ever a problem.
Today we're in Kingsbury, in the northwest corner of London, at yet another amazing special needs school. The village school is home to over 270 pupils and 200 members of staff, all working within an incredible environment while being ably supported by on-site NHS staff. As the school says, it takes a village to raise a child, so let's find out how they do it. Hi, I'm Neil Reynolds and this is Education Matters.
The journey for me and the village school is one and the same. We were involved as a senior leadership team and many of the staff, parents, children, governors from the very beginning, and it's been an extremely exciting journey, well supported by Brent Council. It started when we merged two schools, 2 through 8 special schools, and it was a difficult time, as you can imagine, but all the staff were focused, as were the governors, on one thing, which is what is in the best interests of the children with these highly complex needs, and I think that's what really has brought us together.
Arthur San. Good morning, Arthur San. Where's Arthur San? Can't see. Where? My name's Nathaniel and I'm a ASD teacher at the village school. I work predominantly in Key Stage 2, so with pupils between about 8 and 10 years old. Good morning, Sadaisi. Well done, Sadaisi. Good looking.
Sitting Sadaisi.
A lot of our pupils, they're working on attention skills that are very in short time frames. So they're working on lots of different skills or the same skill in lots of different ways. So a lot of the time we're really approaching a number of very small targets that we want to keep reapplying in lots of different methods, generalization. In class today, in the starters, as we're recognising ourselves on the board, using our attention skills to be able to recognise ourselves, but also to take turns in a group, to understand when to partake in a large group activity and when to be sitting and observing. You know, these are all skills that they're working on. Let's look and see what's in the bucket. Oh, it's a rabbit. That's a little part of the lesson that worked in where we're looking at the bucket and we're focusing on the items coming out of the bucket, and then we do a focused activity like with the salt streaming where they're focusing on the salt and they're looking. We're really trying to build those attention skills, and it's about children opting in rather than being told to do something. A path through a path through the woods. A path through the woods. A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark woods. Autistic spectrum disorder is a diagnosis of a pupil with autism. We do have pupils with a number of diagnosed conditions. So there are a number of pupils in class who also have been diagnosed with ADHD or ADD. I feel that a lot of those things, pupils moving and transitioning, a lot of those are skills that we're working on. So a lot of the time, where we see them being difficult is where we're challenging them in a way. I'm going to do some work at the table. You need your chair. With the attention autism, we're really wanting not to focus on asking a pupil to sit as much as possible. We're wanting really to try and create an atmosphere that they want to opt into the learning and that they want to be sitting there and focused. And that's really the difference between attention and compliance, really. Working. Here, putting. And again. You rip it now. Rip it. Rip. Oh, good. And again, ready, rip. Good. We use a process called teach. You may have seen as part of the lesson of the pupils going over to the workstations to work independently. And that's really working towards those independent skills. Now, some of the activities there are very simple. They might be putting buttons into small holes, but they're often aimed towards looking at tasks that they would do either as a job or as a life skill themselves. You know, our aim is to make these pupils as fully independent as they possibly can be, you know, within the restraints of their needs, you know.
My name is Abdul Rahman Ismail. I am the assistant head teacher and I'm in charge of Key Stage 5. Key Stage 5 is really interesting because it's kind of like the last step before the real world as such, or college. So we're really trying to give our students a taste of the real world. So we've got our flat, and in the flat you've got a kitchen, a living room, you've got bedrooms in there as well, and all the drawers there, they've got clothes, mock socks and you know, t-shirts, so you can have a go at doing your own laundry, making your own bed, making your own food. So it's all about making choices. So you've got different pathways for different students. Some students might in the future be able to live in some kind of supported accommodation. Some might be able to live independently. Some might still be at home, but you know, we need to teach them to make more choices in life. So it's all about giving those opportunities so they can generalize those skills.
They're just normal kids that just happens to have a disability, like I do. I've got hard of hearing. I wear glasses. One might not have a limb, one might be blind. It's just a physical disability. They're all normal. They all laugh at the same things, and they cry and they laugh.
What has the village school given you since you've been here?
A lot of stuff. They gave me the confidence that I can go to college now and I can study more harder and more intellectual kind of thinking. Yeah, just gave me hope. Education is everything. And it's also about making friends, teamwork, intellectual stuff, physical stuff. Basically, to put every effort you got into your work and around everyone around you. To me, the village school, well, it means a lot to me. It means so much.
Everybody working together to support itself. That's what it is.
It's a good learning environment, good education in there, and nice staff and pupil and teachers.
Kay and the senior team have been such an inspiration. I've been to other schools, and I don't think I've had as much support and inspiration as I have from Kay and her team.
As our motto, it takes a village to raise a child. It's really true, because like since I was young, since the present, past and the present, since now they've been taking care of me, helping me for my education, and this is the reason I got a apprenticeship and I'm going to college.
Who's your best friend?
Who is this?
Alicia.
I would say Arinze.
And she's the only friend you've got, is she?
No, do as well.
Probably Abdul.
The others as well, the
Oh,
boys.
you've got...
Boys. The boys.
You have a boyfriend?
No, the boys. The boys.
They're boys, but they're what?
Friends.
So they're boyfriends?
No.
Yeah, I just got loads of friends.
The village school caters for a wide range of complex needs. All levels of learning, communication, ASD, physical, medical and sensory impairment. There is a commitment that all children can make progress through an exciting curriculum with emphasis on developing communication skills and independence.
So the village school have got their summer fair today. I think we should take a look at what they're doing and speak to one of the teachers. So what have you got here? What have you got to sell today?
All of these stuff, they've all been donated. So we have like some Star Wars
Oh, they're cool.
necklaces, all
like
different
those.
characters.
Nice.
We have the earrings, and
Lovely.
everything here's 50p. Look, I am actually
Oh,
modelling.
you see, modelling the earrings. Very
Look
nice.
in
So
the
everything's
feathers.
50p?
Everything's 50p.
That's
Other
all?
than-
Only 50p?
Only 50p.
I tell you what, that's an absolute bargain. I can't
Isn't it
understand
just?
why nobody's been to your stall
They have
since
been.
we've been here today.
They have
Oh,
been.
they
It's
have.
just
Okay.
whenever you turn your back.
So you've sold a lot then?
I have sold.
How much have you
quite-
made? Whisper in my
I
ear, how much
have
have you
been
made?
so
How much
busy.
have you made?
I don't even know. It's £20. At 50p.
Wow, at 50p. She sold £20 and they're all 50 pence each. Oh, do you know what? Round of applause.
Hello.
That's good.
So the summer fair, the idea behind the summer fair was it's open to the public, and students had a chance to showcase all the things that they've made throughout the year, and especially in Key Stage 5, where for the last 2 weeks they've been off timetable and they've been making different artifacts. So it's a chance to kind of showcase to the rest of the school what they've been making, and maybe even sell something and make a bit of money for their class to go on a trip.
It's not just about them, you know, it's about them making a contribution. They learn independence, they learn what it's like to support other people. So we do fundraising activities that they're all involved in. You know, we do things like fundraising bake-offs and different things like that. We do Children in Need, Red Nose Day, etc. You know, so it's good for them to be involved and that they demonstrate they're contributing.
I'll take 5 of these.
5 of these.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Right. 140.
Oh, let's go look. Oh.
No, nothing.
Unlucky.
258.
258.
I'm not going to win. No.
No.
43.
Oh, since no.
262.
262.
And number 37.
47. Let's go see.
Carmen,
Don't worry.
I'm sorry you didn't win anything.
In the popcorn.
Oh, is that for me? I made some popcorn. Yay! Can't believe my luck. I'll tell you what, can these boys eat popcorn?
Yeah.
Boys, that's for you.
Thank you.
That's for you. You don't want it?
It's just a game.
There you go. Oh, it's a game, is it? Is it a game? Hey! We're having fun at the popcorn tombola stand. See you in a bit.
This is the story of Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf.
My name's Nick Sheffield. I work as a special needs teacher here. I have a PMOD class. They're about year 5, year 6, year 7. I've been working here for about a year and a half.
Little Red Riding Hood walked through the forest. What did she see?
What did you see?
She knocked on the door 3 times.
The most important part of my job, I think, is engaging the pupils and really getting the most out of them in their day. And whether that's through intensive interaction or whether that's through just engaging them in a sensory lesson or kind of one-on-one work, it's really important that we get as much kind of interaction out of those pupils so they really feel that their voice is valued, and we as teachers can really empower the pupils with the kind of responses we give them to how they kind of react to us.
Grandma opened the door, but it wasn't Grandma, it was the Big Bad Wolf.
The most important tools I use when I'm teaching, especially in a sensory environment, is the pupils themselves. It's them, they create the atmosphere. They create that buzz, that energy, which as a teacher I feed off, and my team feed off that. To create that environment, you need a team who are excited, who want to be involved. You need a lot of enthusiasm. You need to just want to be at work. I think that's probably the biggest thing. I think really it's quite because it can be quite a tough day, and I think you really need to be up for it.
Grandma, what big teeth you have!
Special needs is just like mainstream. It's just you teach exactly the same skills just through different vehicles. So a history teacher will teach pupils how to be critical and how to understand other people's points of view through the vehicle of GCSE English or through the vehicle of Hastings. I teach my pupils to be tolerant and to share and to engage in each other through sensory stories. And the biggest thing I'd love my pupils to take away is that growing independence and that their leadership in their own life. And I think that's the biggest thing you can ask for, really.
Story time is finished. Story time is finished. Time to stop. Time to stop. Story time is finished.
What I think is important about what the kids take away is actually what adults take away as well. Like me as a teacher, as a person, the impact those children have on my lives has been amazing, and the impact of all those amazing adults that I work with. You know, they've really given me a real broad understanding of life. I mean, some of my pupils are just unbelievable, and if I can have like 10% of the impact that those children have on me, then I think I've done all right there. I think I'd take that personally.
The village school is a place of hope, a place of learning, where everyone fits in and no one is left out. A place of happiness, togetherness, and most of all, it's a place of fun.
Well, as the school says, it takes a village to raise a child, and this village, well, they've raised hundreds. And that's down to the dedication of the head teacher, the deputy head teachers, and all her incredible staff, as the kids have told us today. I would normally say that here, education matters, but no, here, everything matters. I'll see you soon.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor who?
Does your mummy and daddy know that you get in trouble at school?
No.
They do now. It's going to be on TV.
What? Huh? Did you write that script?
My Sisterhood sponsors Education Matters.